I'm Chef Patrice from L'Academie de Cuisine. A lot of people have been asking how to cook rhubarb. So here today, I'm going to show you how to simple cook some rhubarb. Not very complicated. Beautiful produce in here. You can see the color already makes you want to eat some. All right. So I'm not going to do the typical rhubarb and strawberry kind of a dish. I'm going to make it straight rhubarb. I got a great recipe for you. I'm going to use a cream cheese. We're going to make a savaillon. Yeah, I know it's a little scary, but in fact, you know, if you follow me step by step, nothing complicated. All right. First thing, the rhubarb, you find it on the market, you want to look for something nice and firm like this one. You can see if I break it, it's going to snap. That's a good sign. I have a little bit of bruise on the bottom in here, which no problem. I'm going to trim it down. Also, rhubarb, you're never going to find the rhubarb with the leaves. Actually, the leaves are poisonous. Can you imagine that? So no leaves on the rhubarb, all right? So first thing I want to do, I'm going to trim the end. You can see here a little bit of bruise in there. I want to make sure I keep the best of it, all right? What we need to do with the rhubarb, we need to cook it down. You can't eat it uncooked. So what you want to do is we're going to cook it down with some sugar, some vanilla, a little bit of water, and some butter here. All right, so let's go ahead first and cut them in small pieces, all right? Now watch your finger in here when you do this because rhubarb is red, the blood is red, but we do not want that in there. Doesn't have any flavor, all right? Very good. I'm going to grab a pot like this one, and what I want to do simply, I'm going to go ahead and take half a cup of sugar and put it in the pot. Now remind you that the rhubarb, it's really acidic, so the sugar is going to balance it off properly. All right, we got the sugar, half a cup. I'm going to go ahead and use fresh beans of vanilla. What I want to do with the vanilla is I want to cut it in half like that to extract the flavor. If you don't have fresh vanilla beans, vanilla extract just fine also, all right? Goes in the dish. I'm going to get my rhubarb into the pot. Now, I do want to preserve the nice red color that the rhubarb looks like. So for this, what I want to do is I'm going to add some lemon juice. It's going to help to preserve the color. So I have about 1 lemon juice in here. All right. So sugar, butter, which is right here. All right. Lemon juice, vanilla beans, straight in the heat, medium heat. We're going to cook it down. Let me go ahead and also add the half a cup of water. All right, and I'm going to cook it down until all this water evaporates and the rhubarb cook and actually got smooshy, and that's the way it is. You know, it has to be cooked completely, almost like a marmalade kind of a thing. All right, so let's go in there on the stove and put this on. Next step on this recipe, what I want to do today is after I cook this rhubarb, I'm going to mix it up with some cream cheese. And we're going to take, and I have in here a nice pie dough that I already cooked. And now when you cook the pie dough, what I did in here, I cook what the French call it, I cook à blanc. It's a nice word, but not complicated. What it means that you're going to bake the shell, blind bake, obviously, without anything on here. And you can see when I blind bake it, I make sure I get a nice color in here. That's the only time that's going to cook in the oven. We're going to put our cream cheese with the rhubarb and the savaillon in it. For the savaillon, I've got 3 egg yolks, which I'm going to put right there into a bowl with a whisk, all right? And I have also half a cup of sugar. Now let me explain to you a little bit of the savaillon. Savaillon is a cooked egg yolk with we're going to pour some hot sugar, which means we're going to cook some sugar to a soft ball. A soft ball, it's about 230 to 240 degrees. All right, first thing, we're going to grab the pot like that. We're going to pour half a cup of sugar. We're going to put a little bit of water. It doesn't matter how much water you add to this. If you put too much water, it takes longer to cook. Less water, faster cooking procedure. So no problem in here. I'm just putting enough sugar to dissolve the, enough water, I mean, to dissolve the sugar. I'm going to go straight in the stove and start cooking that sugar. I'm going to put my cream cheese in here. I'm also going to take some zest, and just to flavor this cream cheese, I have in here, I have lime zest and 1 lemon zest. I'm going to add also 1 orange zest. Mix it up quickly. Be careful, the sugar is pretty hot. So make sure not to hit the whisk with the sugar because it'll splash in your face, and that's not very pleasant. First, I'm going to take my savaillon and I'm going to add it to the cream cheese. Very good. And I'm going to mix this up. going to mix this up now. There we go. You can see it's a little bit easier to mix as you start adding those ingredients. But you do want to keep the smoothness of the cream here. So make sure you mix it well. So let's go ahead and mix this up and fold it. You're going to see immediately the color of the cheese start to get nice and pink. Let's bring this over here. Fill this up. Yeah, I could have made another pie. I had a nice chunk of rhubarb today, so that's beautiful. Let me set this on the side. I'm going to take this pie and place it in the refrigerator for about an hour until it's set. And you can see, whoops, still alive. Look at this, beautiful cut. Here he is. I'm Chef Patrice from L'Academie de Cuisine. Rhubarb and cream cheese on the pie. Et voilà.